What is going on, Buffalo State Hockey? My name is Evan Harrington. I am here with Buffalo State men's head hockey coach Steve Murphy for another episode of Mondays with Murph. First of all, Coach, how you doing?
Everything's good, Evan. Been a good little bit here, a couple days on the ice again, and finished, I guess, kind of our first full week with just a couple more flex days. So, yeah, everything's good, man. Life's good.
All right, let's talk about that. How has the team been looking at practice so far?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting there. Like it's a little bit of a moving process here for us, and we're just continuing with working these guys in certain situations that we think are going to come up the most in games this year, and I think guys are starting to get a little bit more comfortable on the ice just with us and the skating and the puck handling and all that stuff that we're doing. So it's just step by step here. It's been a good first 5 flex days that we've had, and we get 3 more next week, so we'll finish strong. But yeah, I've enjoyed being on the ice with the guys, and I think they're coming along here.
So as promised from last episode, we are going to continue covering the recruits that you brought in this offseason coming into this season. The first one I want to start with is freshman forward Blake Deacon, coming from the Pictou County Crushers of the MJHL. Talk about him.
Yeah, I mean, Blake's he's been good for us, for the first, like I said, for the first kind of 5 days on the ice. And again, he's an offensive guy that we expect to be a two-way player here and kind of help him develop on both sides of the ice. And so, yeah, he was a guy that was a little bit hurt here in previous years, and obviously we're looking to try and help keep him healthy and stuff like that, because I think he can be a dynamic player when he is. So he's one of those guys that is coming along and making progress here as all the other freshmen are. But yeah, I think we're looking for some secondary scoring from him, some offense kind of right out of the gate, while also keeping the puck, helping us keep the puck out of our end and or out of the net and the other end.
Describe Deacon's playing style in one word.
I don't know. Like it's again, I am trying to get used to these guys here and really learning it. Like it's completely different being on the ice with them now versus seeing them on video when we were recruiting them, right? So again, I think it's a work in progress. Like what role does he fill? Where does he slot in our lineup? Like the type of player that he is. Again, I think he's a good two-way player. But all of that, we're learning more and more about these guys every day. So I still think that, like him, or much like him as it is with the other guys, it's all kind of TBD as far as, the true type of player that they're going to be here at this college level.
Next player we'll talk about is freshman Andrew Langlis. Came from the Cornwall Colts of the CCHL. Talk about him.
Yeah, Andrew, he's a little undersized defenseman, but I think he's a good skater, and I think that's going to significantly help him, obviously, at this level. He's been a good addition for us and has been smooth just in some of the skating stuff that we're doing. And again, it's an introduction to, how we like to play and just our philosophy and the verbiage that we use with these guys. So, yeah, he's been great. I think the main thing that we ask for any of our defensemen is to be patient with the offensive side. We want to teach them from the defensive zone out, and so that's going to be kind of not the biggest stride for him, but the area that we're going to work with him the most as far as some of the tricks and things that he's going to be able to get away with at this level. I think naturally, just because of his skating ability, he'll be able to jump up in the play and help us a little bit offensively, but we're looking for him to be a strong defenseman in our end, and then I think that offense will come secondary for him.
So, you talked about his skating ability. As a head coach, what is it like to have a player like that on your blue line that, can move the puck up ice, jump in the offensive action if needed to do? Yeah, no,
it's big. Like, just the way that we play and in some of the things that we tried to incorporate last year, which were maybe different from years past, and even some of the things that we want to incorporate this year. Like, we really put an emphasis on our defensemen, beating guys one-on-one with the puck, and that doesn't just mean in the offensive zone, that means in our defensive zone as well, and I think his skating ability helps that. I think that he's going to be able to help us create some offense off of the rush, whether he's either leading the rush or jumping up as that third or fourth guy. So, everything starts with skating for a lot of our guys, and I think that's just one of the things that we like to look at when we're recruiting. So I think naturally that should help him progress here at the college level.
Nevin Otis from the South Shore Lumberjacks of the MJAHL. Talk about him.
Well, very similar. Like, again, he's taken everything in here. This is all new for him, much like it is for Andrew. And those two, like really the 6 or 7 other defensemen they have, it's pretty much refreshers for a lot of these guys, and just getting them back into where we were at last year. There are going to be obviously some small tweaks, but those two guys, Andrew and Nevin, are the two guys that we're teaching the most to, and it's probably moving really quick for them. But we're trying to help them along as fast as possible. And again, Nevin, much like Andrew, he's a good skater, both right shot defensemen, which were 2 holes that we kind of had just from guys leaving last year. And so, yeah, again, I think that we're going to look for him to help us push that offense and push that pace, exiting our D zone and into the offensive zone. And again, the same thing that we're going to ask Andrew to do, take care of our end first, are the same things that we're going to ask Nevin to do. Eventually, we're going to take those training wheels off, and these guys are going to be ready to go.
What about Nevin really stood out to you during the recruitment process?
Well, he's played both, so he's kind of split time both forward and defensive as a defenseman. So that was attractive for us, with knowing that hey, if we get in a bind, we can move him up front. Obviously, our plan is to keep him on the back end and use his skating ability and kind of maybe offensive instincts from the back end first. So yeah, just again, his skating, his ability to play forward and D were both attractive to us. So again, we'll kind of see how all that translates here to the college game soon enough.
All right, that has been another episode of Mondays with Murph with myself, Evan Harrington, and Buffalo State men's head hockey coach Steve Murphy. I just want to say thank you guys to always tuning in every single Monday to watch myself and head coach Steve Murphy talk and break down a little bit Bengal hockey. Have a good day.